good to be back with you. I both dread sometimes and love being here. The reason I dread is I wonder each time, am I getting through? And is what I'm saying to you meaningful? What I love is when I get feedback and find that my message is coming through. I saw two very different people this week, and I want to talk about them. One is a patient who's lost almost 85 pounds, looking absolutely marvelous and terrific. The patient is male, in his 40s. Losing that amount of weight has changed his body dramatically. His attitude, his behavior, his confidence is just absolutely 180 degrees different than what it was when he walked into the office. He decided to go on our standardized transitional program. And he went away for 10 days. He came back and he's up 10 pounds. I looked at him and I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "I really tried my best." I let it go, and I'll come back in just a few minutes. The other is a woman who, interestingly enough, has been a patient in AccuWeight since 2009. She lost about 40 pounds. When we reached goal, she said to me, Dr. Schwartz, I hated this program. It restricted me. And the only reason I did it is where could I have lost 40 pounds in the time that I did and feel so good? I didn't use drugs. I didn't do foolish kinds of things. But I hated it, and I'm done. I was left with a handshake and a goodbye. 6 months later, she walked back into the office, said, "Dr. Schwartz, I'm up 8 pounds. Please put me back on the program for 2 weeks." In the 2 weeks, she lost 10 pounds, shook my hand, left. Since 2009, I see her once or twice a year. Always up between 5 and 10 pounds, always going on the program for about 2 weeks, and then she's gone. People have a right to make their own decisions, so I've never questioned, but this week I did. And I said to her, "Explain to me what's going on." She said, "I hate being on a diet, but I love what's happened to me since you helped me lose that first 40 pounds. I feel marvelous. I feel terrific. I feel feminine. I feel in control of my life. But every once in a while, I need to do something. I've put a limit because you, Dr. Schwartz, said to me that 10 pounds up, 10 pounds down was not a significant health risk. And so I use the number 9. I never, you'll notice, have gone more than 9 pounds over what my final goal weight is. And as soon as I hit 9 pounds, sometimes before, I come back. And I've kept the weight off now since 2009. Two very separate individuals, two different ways of looking at what I try to get you to focus on, and that is self-love. This woman is so happy with herself and so comfortable with herself and has become so confident. But she says, I hate to diet and I don't want to control my life. Now, she's right about something. I have no right to tell her who, how, why to do anything. She uses me as her maintenance program. It works for her. She's healthy. She's happy. But she has a plan. The guy that I was talking about doesn't have a plan. And because he doesn't have a plan, in a very short period of time, he put on weight. The woman that we're talking about not only liked the change in her body, she loves herself and she loves her decisions because making those decisions feels good. The guy that I'm talking about liked the change in his body, but is not in love with himself enough to have a plan that works. What am I saying to you? Self-love means, one, having a self. Love means caring that makes you feel important because you feel cared about. She cares about herself and it makes her feel good. She loves herself, but it's not narcissism. He, on the other hand, likes what's happened to him, but he's not important enough in his own life to devote some time and energy into loving himself. Let's think about self-love. Let's think about how it appears in our lives, and let's talk about it soon in other situations like this. Thanks for listening.